Find the Fourier series representation of the following signal. The signal is x of t. It is having value from minus t1 to plus t1, some value, say this is a amplitude a, and from t1 to 2t1 0, 2t1 to 3t1 is plus a. Similarly, in this direction, from minus t1 to minus 2t1 is 0, from minus 2t1 to minus 3t1 is like plus a. So again, please don't get confused with this t1 terminology. T1 is just like a number. Okay, again t is also just like a number. Okay, just imagine like a number. Then what is the periodicity of this signal? What is the period of this signal? Just imagine. Okay, so this is one positive, okay, value. Okay, in between this duration, this is having positive value. Again, in between this duration, this is having zero value. Again, we can consider these two as a complete set signal. Okay, it's like a basic signal. Again, this gets repeated, but we do not know from minus t1 to is 2t1. Once if you imagine like that, again that period is something like 3t1, but we do not know what is t1. But okay, so what is the other way of imagining? Okay, imagination. See, we can think like this. Okay, so we can start from here. Okay, we can start from here. Again, we can end here. This set, this complete set from minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, we can imagine like it's like a signal, the basic set. This you can repeat on both sides. This you can repeat on both sides if you clearly see. So that's why we can take the period from minus t by 2 to plus t by 2. That means that what is the period of this signal? The period of the signal is just t. Okay, or otherwise we can think it of in other manner also. We can start here. Okay, then we can end here. Okay, again this set also you can replicate on both sides, no problem. This also you can replicate. So, but again, here also you will be getting time period as t only from 0 to t. So anyway, what is the time period of this signal? That fundamental time period, the time period t naught of this signal is t only. Fundamental time period of this signal is t1. Okay, so please don't get confused with the t1. Okay, so the time period of this signal is t. So once the time period is t, again, what is the fundamental frequency present in the signal? The fundamental frequency is 2 by t. I'm not saying omega naught is the only frequency present in the signal, but this signal consists of many sinusoidal frequencies. But out of this omega naught is like a fundamental omega naught, because omega naught we used to use always for sinusoidal signal. So already we have seen the non-sinusoidal signal can be represented in terms of sinusoidal signal. Then the frequency of the sinusoidal signal is decided by omega naught. Frequency of the sinusoidal signal is decided by the omega naught. Okay, so now we can consider from minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, or we can consider from 0 to t. So now here we'll consider from minus t by 2 to plus t by 2. So now what is the mathematical expression for this? X of t is equal to 0 when time is in between minus t by 2 to okay minus t1. That means in this range from minus t by 2 to minus t1, the value is 0. From minus t1 to plus t1, the value is plus a. From t1 to t by 2, the value is again 0. So okay, that we can write here a, and this is from minus t1 to plus t1, again 0 from t1 to t by 2. Okay, so this is the mathematical representation of the given signal. Okay, mathematical representation. Now, what is the average value of this signal? Okay, the average value is C naught. C naught is equal to 1 by t. Again, in this case, from minus t by 2 to plus t by 2. Okay, x of t dt, x of t dt. Again, looking into this signal, again, this signal is even signal. Okay. Okay, it's okay. It could be any signal, no problem. But what is the average value? Whether the average value in this case is 0 or it is having some value or what? So definitely the average value cannot be 0 because the pulses are like defined only in the positive values. Okay, the pulses not having the negative value. Whenever your pulses of both positive and negative, there is a chance that you may get average value as 0. But in this case, definitely we will not get the average value as 0. Definitely we'll get the some average value. That average value is positive because the pulses are defined only with the positive values. So once if we take the average, okay, it will be positive value only, not 0. So again, C naught we can calculate with the help of this formula, that is 1 by T. From again, this limit consists of 3 sublimit. Okay, between minus T by 2 to plus T by 2, you are having 3 limit. This is one limit, second and third. Okay, then we can calculate the limit separately. Okay, from minus T by 2 to T1 0 dt, from minus T1 to plus T1 A dt, plus T1 to T by 2 0 dt. Okay, again the first integration and the last integration value is 0, only the middle integration survives. So that is 1 by T minus T1 plus T1 A dt. Okay, then this is A by T T1 minus T1. So we'll be getting 2A T1 divided by T. Okay, so this is the C naught value. Okay, and the C naught value is 2A T1 by T. So again, the same thing we can find it with a different way also. Okay, what is another way that we can find out? This is something like area divided by time. That means time means what? Time period. Okay, what is the area of this signal in the given time period? That you put it in the numerator. Then what is the time period that we can put it in the denominator, so that we'll get the average. Okay, so you see here, when you are in between these, okay, what is the area under this signal? Area means what? A multiplied with the time. What is the total time? 2t1. So 2t1 into A, that is the area. Okay, so 2t1 into A is the area. Again, what is the time period? Time period in the sense from minus T by 2 to plus T by 2. Though this is having, some part is having 0, that also you have to consider, because in the total time period, this is giving you only the value. The rest of the places is not giving the value. That, but again, when you calculate the time, that you have to account it. Okay, so the time period is just T. Okay, so again, both are same. So either you can use this formula or this, both will give you the same answer. But again, whenever this waveform is of some different nature, okay, instead of like rectangular or triangular, if it is of different nature, again, you cannot easily calculate the area with this method simply, because we can calculate the area for only for the known shape. But if it is of unknown shape, then definitely we have to apply the integration formula. So that's why mainly sometime we used to apply the area formula, sometime we used to apply the integration, but the integration will work for everything. But this multiplication area concept will work only when you know the known pattern. Only if you are operating with the known pattern, then in those cases only this concept will work. Okay, if you are not familiar with the shape, then the time you have to use the integration method. Then what is the Cn? Cn is equal to 1 by T integration minus T by 2 to plus T by 2 x of T e power minus Jn omega naught d dt. Again, this also consists of 3 different limits, but only the middle limit will give you the value. So that limit alone we can take. So this varies from minus T1 to plus T1. What is x of T value in between minus T1 to plus T1? That is A e power minus Jn omega naught t dt. This A we can take out, A by T Okay, integration of e power minus jn omega naught is equal to e power minus jn omega naught t divided by minus jn omega naught, where the limit varies from t1 to minus t1. Okay. Okay, so that is a by t e power minus jn omega naught t e power, and again this minus jn omega naught we can take out. Okay, this is e power plus jn omega naught t divided by minus jn omega naught. Okay, so we can do one thing, just we can flip these two so that we can apply the sign formula. When you flip, one minus sign comes, that we can cancel with this minus sign. So finally a by t, okay, e power plus jn omega naught t e power minus jn omega naught t divided by jn omega naught, okay, and a by t e power j theta minus e power minus j theta is 2j sin theta. Okay, that is 2j sin omega naught t divided by jn omega naught. Okay, again this j we can cancel. Okay, what we'll be getting, a divided by tn omega naught. Okay, and then 2 sin, okay, 2 sin n omega naught. Okay, t, again that t is particularly t1. Okay, the limit is t1, so this is t1, this t1, 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 t1. But this bottom one is not t1, the bottom one is like t, because this t we are getting from the formula. Okay, this formula t is t only. Okay, so finally a divided by tn omega naught 2 sin n omega naught t1. Okay, so this is the final expression for cn. Okay, and again here you put any value of n, let it be, I think even, let it be even or odd number, no problem. Okay, you'll be getting some value. Again further we can simplify this by applying uh, omega naught is equal to 2 pi by d. Further we can simplify this. Okay, so t n, what is omega naught? 2 pi by t. Okay, time period, the fundamental time period is t only. So again t will cancel. Okay, and again 2 sin n omega naught t1. So we can cancel this. Okay, this t will cancel, 2 and 2 will cancel. So finally what we are getting, a divided by n pi sin n omega naught t1, n omega naught t1. Okay, so then what is this is cn. So what happens when you put n is equal to 0? Suppose for example if I put n is equal to 0, again cn is equal to sine 0 divided by 0. This is not allowed. Sine 0 is 0. Again this is not allowed. So that's why whenever we write this, we'll put where n is not equal to 0, because for n not equal to 0 we have calculated separately that we can use it. So this cn is valid only when n is not equal to 0. Okay, so then finally again n is not equal to 0, then you put even number or odd number, definitely it is going to give you some value. Okay, because this is not, this is t1 is some unknown number that we do not know, but this is consist of t. So again you cannot cancel out both the t, because omega naught you can write with help of 2 pi by t naught. That means what, cn I can write like n pi sin n omega naught is equal to 2 pi by t. Okay, again we do not know, again t and t1 is really different, so again we cannot make any conclusion here. That's why when we put any number of any value of n, let it be even number or odd number, we cannot come to any conclusion. Just we'll get some value. That's it. Okay, so n could be even or odd. Okay, so then just to substitute in the final expression. Finally, x of t is equal to summation n minus infinity to plus infinite cn e power jn omega naught t. Again, this expression we can split it out general, because cn is different for n is equal to 0 and different for n not equal to 0. That's why we can split it out. When n is equal to 0, e power 0 is 1. So that means what I can write something like this: c0 from it's like n not equal to 0. Okay, not equal to 0. Um, Cn e power jn omega naught t. So what is the meaning of this? So n is, when n is equal to 0, this is C naught. When n is not equal to 0, all other values are acceptable from minus infinity to up to minus 1. But n is equal to 0, not accepted, but from n1 to infinite. So when n not equal to 0, again we can follow this expression. So sometimes we can also write like this: C naught summation n minus infinity to plus infinite Cn e power jn omega naught. Again, it is understood whenever we write C naught separately, definitely this summation should not include n is equal to 0. Again, C naught is not allowed here. So C naught we have calculated separately. What is that? C naught 2a t1 divided by t. Okay, so this is 2a t1 divided by t plus summation n minus infinity to plus infinite. What is Cn? Okay, Cn is this value. Okay, that we can directly substitute here: a divided by n pi sine n omega naught t. Okay, sine n omega naught t1, and this term e power jn omega naught t small t. Okay, so this is the final expression. So in this case, the exponential representation of Fourier series consists of constant term as well as the exponential term, okay, with the coefficient of this one. Again, the coefficient is function of n, because when you vary n, again this coefficient value will vary. That t1 is constant, a is constant, everything else is constant except n in this term. See, in Cn, everything is constant except n. When you vary n, C value will vary. So again, different exponential will get the different coefficient. Okay, when you put n is equal to 1, you'll get C1. When you put n is equal to 2, you'll get C2. So different exponential means a different frequency component. So the first frequency, we'll call it as a fundamental frequency, omega naught. The second one is the second harmonic component, third harmonic component. It is something like that. Okay. So finally, again, the amplitude of the component is decided by the Cn. Okay, decided by the Cn. So this expression consists of both the DC as well as all the exponential term. It could be either even number or odd number, but with the fundamental frequency of omega naught. But with the fundamental frequency of omega naught. So whenever we write this expression, say for example, x of t is equal to summation n minus infinity to plus infinite Cn e power jn omega naught t. So we can write like this: when you put n is equal to 0, this is z0. When you put n is equal to 1, this is c1 e power j omega naught t. Again here e power, again n is equal to minus 1. Okay, when you put n is equal to minus 1, e power minus j omega naught t. Again, when you put n is equal to 2, c2 e power plus j2 omega naught t. Here c2 e power minus 2j omega naught t. So again, you can expand like this. So this central term, we are calling it as a DC or average signal, and this C1 and C minus 1 terms, okay, again it is related with omega naught and omega 1. Okay, this is like a fundamental frequency. So the omega naught 1, omega naught, the omega naught is the fundamental frequency. Okay, plus or minus omega naught is the fundamental frequency. What is that plus or minus 2 omega naught? This is the second harmonic component. Second harmonic component. What is the next one? third harmonic component. So it's like this, we can write, okay, higher order harmonics are present. When you represent like this, okay, again, the exponential term consists of fundamental frequency and also the higher order harmonics. Again, the amplitude of the harmonic is decided by the coefficient. Okay, the amplitude of the harmonic is decided by the coefficient Cn, amplitude of harmonics. Decided by Cn, decided by Cn. Okay, so in general, in most cases, what will happen? Okay, when n increases, okay, when n increases, Cn will decrease. Okay, so the amplitude of the harmonics will decrease. See, you take the last case also. Cn, we have calculated something like this. Okay, so Cn. Okay, Cn, we have written something like this: A divided by n pi sine n omega naught t1. Okay, anyway, sine can give you the maximum value of 1, that's okay. But what happens when you increase n? See, n is in the denominator, then what happens to Cn? Cn will decrease. So what is the idea here? See, the representation consists of higher order harmonics, but the amplitude of the higher order harmonics is lesser. Okay, so generally the representation will be dominated by the low frequency signal. That means omega naught and 2 omega naught. When you go for higher order harmonics, okay, the amplitude of the harmonics will decrease. The amplitude of the harmonics will decrease. So what I'm telling, you take a signal like this, okay, then we can represent in terms of sinusoidal signal like this with this amplitude. Then when again it consists of second harmonics also. So again this also consists of signal like this, because if this is the fundamental frequency, this is 2 omega naught. Again this consists of 3 omega naught also. So that means what, within the time period t, you'll get 3 cycles, but 3 cycles will be there, but the amplitude will reduce. Okay, so here the amplitude is large, here little bit less, again here much less. So when you go for higher order component, the harmonics of the sinusoidal signal, the amplitude of the harmonics in general will decrease. Okay. Find the Fourier series coefficient of the given signal. Find Fourier series coefficient of given signal. The signal is the half-wave rectified output. Okay, half-wave rectifier output. The half-wave rectifier output consists of cycles like this. So that means what? When you have a complete cycle, okay, only positive when you pass the sinusoidal signal through a half-wave rectifier, okay, you'll be getting only positive off cycle. Okay, again the negative, instead of negative off cycle, you'll be getting 0 value. The maximum amplitude is Vm. Okay, and this is T, this is 3T by 2, okay, minus T by 2, okay, minus T, again it goes on like this. Then what is the mathematical representation of this one first? Okay, so this is like a sinusoidal signal, but we have defined only for half duration, 0 to T by 2. Then for rest of the duration it is 0. So very easily we can represent. Suppose if it is a complete signal, then we would have represented like this: Pm sine. Again, this consists of some frequency. Okay, that frequency I'll write it as sine omega t. Okay, sine omega t. Okay, or otherwise we can also write some omega naught, something like that. Okay, it's no problem. Again, sine omega t, the frequency. Okay, but this signal is defined only for half duration. So from 0 to T by 2 only we are having representation. Again, when you go from T by 2 to T, the value is 0. Okay, this is the regular expression. In general, this is valid for all time, but in this case, in the second of the time period, we are having 0 value. So we can represent like this. Okay, and again, what is omega? Omega is equal to 2 pi divided by t. Don't put t by 2, it is 2 pi divided by t. Okay, it's like complete cycle, but that next cycle is not there. Okay, so generally this will complete pi phase here, again another pi phase here. So you will be completing 2 pi only when you reach t. That's why omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Don't put 2 pi by t by 2 and all. Okay, so 2 pi t is the correct one. So omega you can replace with 2 pi divided by t. Then what is the average value of the signal? If you see here, this is not a even signal, and also it is not a odd signal. Okay, so when the signal is neither even nor odd, okay, then again the average value we can calculate. What is the average value? With the help of the formula we can calculate, but what is the average value here? Definitely it will be positive. Okay, already we know that the average value or DC value of the half wave rectified signal is Vm divided by pi. For full wave rectified signal is 2 Vm by pi. That we have seen already, that you know already. But DC value is Vm by pi. That now we'll calculate with the help of our formula. Definitely there will be some average value. That too it is positive because it is having values only in the positive side. Okay, so the average value is Vm by pi. Okay, now we can calculate. Okay, so this is the formula C naught. C naught is the average value, that is 1 by t from integration where to where we can vary the limit. Okay, so we can imagine something like this. We can go from year to year, or we can go from year to year. Both are okay. We can follow any convention, no problem. So now we'll go from 0 to t. Okay, so integration 0 to t x of t dt 1 by t 0 to t by 2. Okay, 0 to t by 2. Okay, 0 to t by 2. Zero to t by 2. Again, what is the x of t value there? Vm sine omega t. Okay, Vm sine omega t. Again, instead of omega, I can put 2 pi by t. Okay, I can put like this into dt. Again, integration t by 2 to t 0 dt. Again, this 1 by t is common. Okay, so then we do the integration 1 by t. What is the integration of sine t? Integration of sine t is minus cos t minus cos, okay, divided by 2 pi by t. Okay, again integration of sine theta is cos theta. Again, this is the constant value that we have to put it in the denominator, that is 2 pi by t, because small t is variable, capital T is the time period that is fixed. Okay, so 2 pi by t. Okay, again the limit varies from t by 2, okay, and 0. Okay, 0 to t by 2. Just apply the limit. Okay, 1 by again I think this Vm we have missed out. Okay, so again if you calculate this integral, this will be 0. Okay, again Vm we can take outside, Vm by t. Okay, separately for this one again, or otherwise we can have this Vm here. Okay, we can have this Vm here. So this integral is 0. So finally we can take the Vm outside. So finally minus Vm divided by dt cancel 2 pi minus Vm divided by 2 pi. Then you apply the limit cos of 2 pi by t by 2 minus cos 0. Okay, tt cancel, it is cos pi. What is the value of cos pi? That is minus 1. Okay, what is the value of cos pi? That is minus 1. The value of cos pi is minus 1, and again cos 0 is plus 1, already minus is there. So finally minus Vm divided by 2 pi Okay, so finally Vm divided by pi is the answer. Vm divided by pi is the average value or DC value of this signal given. Okay. So then how to find out the Cn value? Okay, Cn is equal to 1 by t integration 0 to t x of t e power minus jn omega naught t dt. So Cn is equal to 1 by t integration 0 to t by 2, 0 to t by 2 Vm sine 2 pi t divided by t e power minus jn omega naught t. Again, the next integral we can ignore, that value is 0. Okay, so here integration consists of sine as well as exponential term. In both the cases, we are having the small t, that means variable is there. So again, here the integration is a little bit complex. Okay, so we can apply some known method. Let's like integration e power ax. Okay, e power ax sine bx is equal to e power ax divided by a square plus b square, a sine bx minus b cos bx. Okay, here what is a? A is equal to minus jn omega naught. What is b? B is equal to 2 pi by t. Okay, what is x? X is equal to small t. Okay, so you can apply this integration. Okay, then uh, finally, once after all computation, okay, you will be getting value like this. Okay, Vm 4 pi, Vm 4 pi e power minus jn omega naught divided by omega naught square minus n square omega naught square. Again, what is that omega naught? Omega naught is the fundamental time period. Sorry, omega naught is the fundamental frequency, that is omega naught is equal to 2 pi by t. Okay. Again, the fundamental frequency omega naught is equal to 2 pi by t. But again, if you see a little bit carefully, omega naught is also the same as omega in our case. Okay, in this case, it is same. Okay, so omega naught or omega both are same now. So now again, this expression, okay, in this expression, if you try to put n is equal to 0, now what happens? Cn is something divided by n is equal to 0. When you put so when you put n is equal to 0, okay, this is e power 0 is 1, Vm 4 pi, n is equal to 0, only omega naught square will be there. Okay, again Vm 4 pi, omega naught you can replace with 2 pi by t. That means 4 pi square divided by t square. Okay, 4 cancel, pi cancel. So you'll be getting Vm divided by pi t square. But anyway, this is not a valid one, but because already we have calculated what is C naught. Okay, what is C naught? C naught is the average value. That average value is average value C naught is equal to Vm divided by pi. Vm divided by pi. Okay, so this is not a valid one. So again, this expression is valid only when n is not equal to 0. So finally, Cn is valid. That is 4 Vm pi divided by omega naught square 1 minus n square. Okay, 1 minus n square e power minus jn omega naught, e power minus jn omega naught is valid only when n not equal to 0. Okay, n not equal to 0. Okay, then when n is equal to 0, that is C naught. C naught is equal to Vm divided by pi. Okay, this is when n is equal to 0, you are getting Vm by pi. Okay, so with this we can stop because they are asking only the coefficient. Okay, now find the Fourier series coefficient. Okay, coefficient means it's enough if you calculate the Cn and C naught. Okay, no need to substitute in the final expression. Okay, so Or otherwise, we can also substitute in the final expression x of is equal to C naught. C naught is Vm divided by pi. Then summation n minus infinity to plus infinite 4 Vm by pi omega naught square 1 minus n square e power minus jn omega naught e power minus jn omega naught. Okay, with the e power plus jn omega naught t. Okay, again we cannot cancel out these two terms because this is having small t but this is not having small t, so that's why we cannot cancel these terms. Again in this term also you can see, therefore is the coefficient value will decrease okay when you increase your n. Okay, without worrying about whether it's positive or negative, but this is inversely proportional to n square. So when you increase n, so definitely the cn amplitude value will decrease. That means higher order harmonics will have the lesser amplitude value. Okay, so with this I will stop. Thank you.